Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys. An emergency live stream as Rangers' 2nd January signing is imminent. Yes, not a false alarm. Yes, we are 21 days into the January transfer window, but it looks like signing number 2 is incredibly close according to multiple reputable sources. That is with regards to Mohamed Diamande. Sorry for any pronunciation on that name. But yes, Rangers are looking to follow up the signing of Fabio Silva with Mohamed Diamande, and as I said, coming from Danish sources and other sources, may I add, Mohamed Diamande is close to joining the famous Glasgow Rangers. This is what is being said. The Superliga will have a lower profile in the next few days as Mohamed Diamande is somewhat surprisingly sold to Rangers. FC Nordsjælland and the Scottish club agree, and he will fly home from the training camp in the United States on Sunday to go for a medical checkup. The medical is scheduled. A deal has been agreed according to, as I said, multiple sources. Mohamed Diamande is going to be signing number 2 of the Philippe Clement reign. Now, this player is a midfielder, a central midfielder. He is, of course, born in the Ivory Coast. He is left-footed. He's aged 22 and has a lot of quality, something that we're crying out for. And we'll talk a bit more about the player in a moment. But some more qualities that he has: moving the ball, 88.7% success rate. He has, of course, his goal contributions so far this season. He's had 5 goal contributions. He's a great passer, a full Ivorian international, 11 pressing gains in the final third, an accurate tackler with 72.2%, always looking for the ball, 810 touches in 13 games so far this season, 3 assists and 14 big chances created in 13 games. So as I stated, a ball progressive midfielder that is joining the football club, something we've been crying out for a long time, and something that fits this business model. Something over the last couple of years at Rangers we've been begrudging about the current business model is buying washed up players from the Championship, washed up players from the Premier League, washed up players from the Serie A, players that have no real value, or, you know, the whole motto of Rangers, as it seemed, was find a player that had good potential, has played for 10 years professionally, and we'll try and fix him up and then see if he makes an impact. That's not worked. It's never worked. The way that we're going to be progressing as a football club on a business sense and on a playing sense, of course, is by buying young gems, getting young gems in, developing them, and then flipping them for a lot of money. And certainly, Diamande fits that criteria. He's a player that's been looked at as almost like a Mohamed Kudus, that player that's going to be making a big move this year. He's been highly regarded as a sort of African player, and something has a very, very increasingly high ceiling, and a player that you guys should all be very, very excited about. As I said, fits the business model of buy low, sell high. So it looks like he'll probably here for a couple of years, probably make an instant impact, win a couple of trophies, and then be flipped onto the Premier League for 15 million quid. That's the way we're probably really looking at it. But let's enjoy the player now. He's coming to Rangers. Medical is scheduled. Not quite a done deal just yet. I'm sure I'll let you know when the done deal happens. But as I stated, medical is scheduled, and it looks like he will be signing number 2 at Ibrox this January transfer window. Let's have a little look to see what some of the guys are saying in the old live chat. Central midfielder, not the position I'd expect to strengthen. First, bye Jack. Look, I think we need a midfielder, we need a winger, we need another striker, and a left back. As I stated, another 3 or 4 signings could be coming in through the door regarding to Ridvan Yilmaz. Let's see what happens with him. But certainly, look, let's get excited, guys. Signing number 2 is through the door. We still have 10 days left remaining of the January transfer window. Never heard of them. Again, guys, I've heard of them briefly just due to this sort of scouting reports, Football Manager, these kind of things. He's come from the Right to Dream Academy out in Africa. This is where they kind of give African talents a sort of platform. A lot of the gems do come through that right to dream pathway and then go on into play professional football and then go out there. But he's certainly a player that is, going to be an exciting one. And I think, again, look, our transfer model's not worked over the last few years. You don't have to be a big football expert to see that our the way that we recruit players over the last few years just hasn't worked. As I say, the fixer-uppers, we've been the fixer-upper side. Buy these players that had great potential 10 years ago and try and, fix them up and try and make them good. But it just doesn't work. We've seen that with our business model over the last few years. And I'm glad to see we're starting to go in for these unknown sort of gems, players with high potential from the Danish leagues, these sorts of leagues, and then try and take them, develop them, give them a platform, because, you do well at Rangers. The Premier League is just down the road, and I don't mind being a stepping stone. I really don't. You look at Benfica, the way that they operate. Look at the way Ajax used to operate. These teams, they get these young players in, they perform very, very well. Us as fans, all we care about really is having some good players and winning trophies. As long as we're adding numbers to that trophy hall that's on the front of the Ibrox Stadium and in the trophy cabinet, why do we care? Who cares? They can come in for a couple of years. I don't need them to be a great Rangers man, as long as they love, enjoy the club, they perform well for the club, are successful with the club. Whether they want to go to the Premier League and we earn money from it, who really cares? I just want a winning Rangers team, and if we're going to get these younger talents to come in for 2-3 years, develop them, go to the Premier League, earn a lot of money, rinse and repeat, who really cares? Who actually cares? That's what we want as a football club, in my opinion. Yes, you're going to have some mainstays within the team, but look, who cares? Let's have a makeup of these younger talents that give us a good couple of years and then go on to the Premier League and do their bit. But yeah, Mohamed Diomande is the man that's going to be coming in through the door. Medical is scheduled, guys. He's the second signing of the Philippe Clement era. I'm not quite done dealing it yet. I will give you the go-ahead as soon as it is done dealed. But at this moment in time, as I said, medical schedules. He's flying back from the USA to undergo medical. Everybody's talking about it. It is being pumped out. It is pretty much done. And as I said, the second signing of the Philippe Clement era is pretty much there. 118 appearances for FC Nordjylland. Sorry for any pronunciation on that one. 15 goals. And as I said, this is definitely a profile that Rangers should certainly be looking at going forward and trying to fit in with our business model and make an impact. But yeah, glad to see that we are making a move and Rangers have pretty much signed Mohamed Diomande. Let's take a few more comments in the live chat. Quite a lot of you on, guys. Thank you for joining in. I know it's very, very early in the UK. So yeah, hopefully you're having a good Sunday, but it could get even better later with an official announcement, of course, for the player. If you guys can hit the like button, that'd be absolutely amazing. Subscribe to the channel as well, and we'll keep you up to date with all the sort of Rangers transfer news across this January transfer window. In the next 10 days, it will get certainly more busy. But as I say, signing number 2 is coming through the door in the name of Mohamed Diomande. We need a striker next, says Daniel. Yes, we may have an update with you with regards to a striker a bit later on. Recruiting has been shite for years. No wonder we're barely surviving, says Prod1872. I would sell Jack, says Sean Maxwell. Signing at Rangers in the last 15 years has been very poor. I agree. We need a midfielder. All of our injuries, Bart Lundstrom, are injury prone, says Stevie. I guess I see that one. Why isn't he at the African Cup of Nations, says John Lindsay. I have no idea. Clement let it slip after the game as well. Have we actually signed somebody? Yes, it does look like we have signed somebody. Yeah, Mohamed Diomande looks like he is coming in through the door. Medical scheduled. As soon as I get the confirmation that it's done dealed from some sources, then I'll make a separate video with regards to it. But it does look as though the signing number 2 is coming through the door at Ibrox. So that's all I've really got for you guys today. Mohamed Diomande looks like to be signing number 2 for Glasgow Rangers this January. A midfielder and certainly one that is very, very exciting, that fits the business model as well. Buy cheap and sell high. So it looks like we are turning a page, hopefully, with our transfer strategy. But yeah, guys, that's all I've already got for you guys. Please do smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you all later when this one is a done deal. Take care.